to another video, you guys. So I'm switching it up today. Today is day 7 of Vlogmas. I believe if it's not right, I'll just correct it. But today is day something of Vlogmas, and there's this video going around called it has a lot of different names, but it's basically about the man who was supposed to be like a life coach, and she's giving this woman advice about, you know, her life and everything. And I'm just gonna react to it because I just want you guys to know what I think. And yeah, just so you guys can get like a woman's perspective who, you know, is maybe not be that pretty. I may not have the fake titties and the fake butt and all of this, but you know, I just wanted to react to this and let you guys know what I think. So let's just get right into it. All right, so let's get right into it.
I honestly want a six-figure guy, is what I'm realizing.
And ma'am, and that's my point. You ladies all feel like, listen, you ladies all feel like you're the exception to the rule. And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a...
It's the candle for me. Like, what is this?
And then when someone like myself comes along and gives you a dose of reality, instead of just accepting it, it's like, yeah, but I'm special. You don't know any men on this level that are not your father, that aren't related to you. That means you don't know these men. You don't know where to go get them. You don't know what they want. But you're still saying, pick me. They don't want mid-30-year-old baby mamas. I'm trying to be polite, man, but they don't want those.
Can I ask you a question?
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
So first of all, I just want to say, if this is truly supposed to be a platform that this man uses to help women, delivery is very important. So I will say that older men technically, you know, sometimes they do want younger women because, you know, they may not have as much going on. They may be, you know, more exciting, have more energy and everything like that. But for him to say like he's giving her a dose of reality, to me it's like, where are you getting your idea of reality from? Like, I don't understand like what his statistics are. Like what are his facts for him to say that this can never happen for her? Like, I'm very confused by that. And I also think that like he's not allowing her to express herself. Like, he's saying that she doesn't know where to find these men. She basically has a pick me kind of attitude. But isn't your platform supposed to be to help people so that she can figure out where to find the man of her dreams? But you're not helping her, you're hurting her.
Why is that so? Okay, go ahead.
Why is it so?
He already has a dismissive attitude about it. It seems like he's already annoyed that he has to talk to her anyway, so.
Go ahead.
From my point of view, I feel like I get what you're saying. They do have better options, but also those better options are younger girls. Those younger girls don't necessarily 20-year-olds are not necessarily attracted to 45-year-olds.
Bullshit. I'm 51 and I can't beat them off with a stick. That's another one you lies. No, younger women are attracted to older men. What are you talking about?
So can you see me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So do you feel like a woman like me?
Uh-huh. What would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? You cannot use 7.
Would I rate myself?
Just your face.
My face when I wake up, 5, but when I put myself together, 6.
Okay. And how tall are you?
5'5".
Dress size.
I'm sorry?
Your dress size.
A 3.
Okay. So that makes you, if you give yourself a 5, that's average.
Yes.
So average-looking women tend not to get high-earning men.
So I was actually talking to a family member about this earlier, and he was saying that it was basically her fault because she rated herself a 5. So if you can tell by the dynamic of the conversation, it seemed like he was setting it up so that she wouldn't give herself a high rating because that's not what he thinks of her. You see what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like she was kind of timid in answering it. She was like, well, you know, I might give myself a 5, but at best maybe a 6. Like, I could tell that she wanted to give herself a higher rating. Also, I want to say, who determines what average is? Like, how is he determining what average looks like? Like, I don't understand that. Like, where is he getting his facts from? Because if you want to be honest about it, a lot of people, especially black people, base beauty on Eurocentric beauty standards. So if you have a big nose, you're not beautiful. If you have a wide mouth, you're not beautiful. If you have like a stronger jawline, or if you have some kind of masculine tendencies about your physicality, you're not beautiful. So I feel like he's looking at, this woman, and she has like, a more of a spread nose, and she doesn't have like if I were thinking about Eurocentric beauty standards, fit what Eurocentric beauty standards would be, and she looks more like she could be like Ethiopian or something like that, and anything associated with anything black or anything native is considered not beautiful. So for him to say that she's average is just like, I don't understand that. And it's just so disheartening because it looks like she dressed up for this, like she got ready just to come and get like shit on by this man. Like, and who is he? And let me tell you something else. Depending on what you're looking for, because she may not meet somebody that checks all the boxes in terms of money, personality, if they're giving, respectful, like she might not meet somebody who checks all those boxes, but that's just because they aren't perfect. White men love black women. And you can find a white man that makes six figures that'll take care of you and your kids, that'll love you and your kids. I feel like instead of him giving her options and telling her what she can do, he's basically just trying to break her down. But I'm not gonna do too much because this video's already long.
They tend to get average men.
So,
did you? I mean, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Breathe and digest. You're 35 years old, and you can look around and see the world. You don't tend to see higher earning men with average looking women off rip. If you do see them, they got their average looking woman when they were both really young and he built his way up. But a man earning the kind of money you're talking about does not go for an average looking woman.
I mean, my body is not average, so.
But ma'am, you please don't make me say it.
Say what? I really just wanted some advice. I love your.
I'm giving you advice, but you're not taking it. The advice is, ma'am, you're average looking at best.
I'm taking it in, but.
Okay, but you're not accepting the fact that, okay. Average looking women, average looking woman who's older, average looking older woman with a 13-year-old son, average looking woman with a 13-year-old son with a sketchy baby daddy. This gets worse every time I say something. And now you're asking for a man who's in the top 10% of men.
My question is, why do you feel like Kevin Samuels, why do you feel like you're deserving of a younger woman who's going to appreciate you, who's going to spend time with you, who's going to give her body to you, who's going to do all of these things, right? Just because you don't have the same issues, or you may not have the same life that this woman has. Why do you feel like you're qualified to disqualify this woman from attracting the man that she wants? Like, I don't understand that, because unless you can show me like actual research, actual factual research on women that are 35 with kids that don't get the men that they want, then I don't believe you. I feel like you're a nobody with a not that big platform that's using this opportunity to break down a black woman when you could be uplifting her. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a baby daddy and a baby mama. Everybody does. So are you going to tell me that half of the population is disqualified from getting the man of their dreams because they got kids? Well, then you're delusional. You're delusional, you're inconsiderate, the information you're giving her is irrelevant, and I wish that she would have never had to come on this platform.
You don't qualify for one. And you're making, I mean, I don't want to have to go there, but when you put in all these other factors, why can't you just get a man that's an average guy.
Sometimes I feel like in order to fully submit, I have to feel like he's in.
Well, then you're gonna die alone. How about that? Let me just cut to the chase, ma'am. You can feel like what you want to, but women like you die alone. Straight up.
Are you Jesus? Are you the Messiah? Did you write the rules of the book of life? Excuse me? See, this is the shit that I'm talking about. He's lucky he doesn't have somebody on there that would read him for filth. You're going to die alone? You know that? Who the fuck is he to tell anybody they're gonna fucking die alone? How fucking rude. The audacity. Yo, whoever enabled this nigga needs to be done away with, because that is crazy. And you can tell that his argument is like perpetuated by some kind of self-hate or just some kind of like hate for black women. Let me tell you something. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. And as soon as you start letting niggas like this dictate your life and your destiny, that's when it's over. Her only mistake would be listening to this fool. Because just foundationally, you don't get to tell somebody, because you don't know the future. You don't know the future. You're not a fucking fortune teller. You're not Jesus. You don't get to tell somebody what's gonna happen to them. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that that's ignorant. Like, it's just ignorant. And she talks about fully submitting to a man. I just made a video about this, a couple of Vlogmas ago, about how women that want to be submissive want to be in situations where men are the dominant energy. So she's talking about exactly what I meant. You want a man that's going to come in and dominate financially if you're going to fully submit to him. So why can't she expect something like that? Especially if she wants to. How is she going to be a submissive woman to a man that doesn't make as much money as she's looking for? Niggas make it seem like it's a crime for women to want better for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be making it seem like women have to get with the niggas that don't got shit and build that nigga up and work him. We are not rehabilitation centers for men. We're just not. Like, life is about choices, and I can choose to be with a millionaire. I can choose to like everything that I want, I can choose to have it. And you don't get to tell me that I disqualify from that because I don't meet your Eurocentric standards of beauty. Because if I were to ask him, so why do you think she's average? And if he were to point out like the nose and the whatever and compare her to this person and that person, it's just ignorant. Because beauty is subjective. Beauty is subjective, and it's in the eye of the beholder. Period. Now, you can make the argument that like these basketball players and these rappers or whatever, they want these mixed Aryan race looking women. Okay. But still, there are 7 billion people in the world, and they only make up a small percentile. They only make up a small percentile. So for you to make a blanket statement and say that because she's average looking that she'll never get the man that she wants is just stupid, because you haven't explored what everybody's preference is that likes black women. Like, you don't know what's out there for her.
Thinking you deserve more is because you earn more money than most people around you in North Carolina. But if your ass worked at the post office, you would not think so highly of your opportunities.
Crazy.
And that's the reality. Men don't care about your money. Not the kind of men that you want. We don't care about your money. It ain't ours. We care about the fact that you are older and you got kids. And you're average. And your reality of your life has showed you that.
The reality of your life is
you don't have the kind of men that you want knocking on your door trying to find you. See, what we've done in this country, this world, is we've told women like yourself that you can have it all, and you got a Prince Charming who's 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, jawline, all this other kind of stuff. And I'm sorry, man. No. Most people get average people, especially average people.
What we've done in this country? Who is we? It almost sounds like he's saying that successful men have enabled women that it almost sounds like he's saying we, meaning successful men in this country, have enabled women that are average to believe that they can have a fairy tale ending. I just want you guys to understand why I'm so upset about this, because this argument isn't based on anything factual. Like, he hasn't pulled up any kind of spreadsheet or any like, and honestly, you could probably say, like I said, like with the basketball players and the rappers and everything, but those, they just make up a small percent of men that are out there. Like, that's not a definite thing. Like, especially if you're not going for a basketball player, if you're not going for a rapper, these CEOs of these companies and shit like that, like, you can strive for that, sweetie. And if you come across this video, I just want you to know that anything is possible. People have made the impossible happen. They really have. Like, there are women like Sukiyana, for example. Before she got famous, she had 3 kids. The niggas taking care of her with 3 kids. And you only have 1. And her kids are around your age. Well, not your age, but her kids are around your kids' age. And he would probably say the same thing to Sukiyana. Why? Because she got big ass lips and a big nose and she's kind of pudgy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't let niggas like this determine your future because he doesn't know anything. He happens to have a platform because some people like what he's saying. But he is just one person in the millions of influencers and in the millions of people with platforms that can help you. Get some real help. Because that nigga is phony.
I mean, let's be real. You're not running Microsoft. You got a pet grooming business.
Does that make you average, though?
You've been making 6 figures for the last 3 years. Okay.
What is average? That's what I want to know so bad.
But if I'm looking at you, but if I looked at you and I took all that off of you, all the eyelashes and all the hair, what do you look like under there?
I mean, I look the same.
No, you don't. Because if you did, you wouldn't have.
I want everybody to understand that everybody doesn't wear makeup because they're insecure. And that's just factual. Like, people wear makeup for expressive purposes. Women wear makeup and big eyelashes because they like to express themselves. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people got terrible skin, like me. Y'all see me on here with my acne glory. And, you know, some people want to cover it up, okay? But you can't tell everybody that just because they show up with makeup and a wig on that they're insecure. A lot of women wear wigs because they want to protect their fucking hair. Do you know how hard it is to do our hair? And niggas be so quick to tell you that you shouldn't be wearing a wig. Well, bitch, are you going to do my hair for me? Are you going to buy the $100 worth of products that I need? Are you going to do my twist out? Stop telling women that they shouldn't wear makeup. Stop telling bitches that they need to stop wearing makeup, because life is about choices and you can wear makeup if you want to. If I got invited on a platform like this, I'm not going to show up with no makeup on, because makeup is also associated with like if you have an interview, you want to just look nice for the interview, you know, dress up. Makeup is also associated with, like, there are a lot of countries in Africa that use makeup for ritual purposes. They use them for traditional purposes. Like, makeup has been around a lot longer than you, sir. And you're not going to tell me because I got makeup on that I'm insecure when you don't know anything about me. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously.
Have all that
bitch.
on.
I'm sorry?
No, you don't. You don't look the same, because if you did, you wouldn't have all that on.
So, what is your advice for women that...
All right, I'll tell you my advice, man, because you're not listening to me. This is why I always recommend you need therapy. Because you seem like a sweet woman, but you're not getting it.
You're being so mean.
I'm not being, don't tell me I'm being mean. I'm about to be mean. I get tired of you broads telling me I'm being mean because you cannot handle the goddamn truth. You called my show on a day that you ain't even supposed to be here. And I honored the call and sat here and tried to help you. And I'm telling me I'm being mean. Get the fuck out of my phone. I'm tired of y'all doing this shit.
I just want to say one last thing. You can tell just by that his intention wasn't to help her. Because what kind of man that's supposed to be a life coach with all of this experience and all of these accolades and all of these skills, what kind of professional talks to a woman, like, especially a black woman, like that? His intention was his only intention was to hurt her. It sounded like he had some kind of personal vendetta against her. And I'm here to tell you, listen to me, y'all. I am somebody who was bullied through middle school because of my acne. I had a perspiration problem. My hair fell out. You know what I'm saying? The regular black girl story with the perm and everything. But I rose above that shit. And I came into my own self, and I came into my own individualism, and I told myself that I'm going to walk with my head up, and I am going to attract what I feel like I deserve. And I may not be what people would consider overly beautiful, or I may be average, but guess the fuck what? If I want a 6-figure nigga, I'm gonna get him. Because the vagina rules, okay? And pussy is power. Honestly. And it will always be a hot commodity over some dick. Period. I don't care if you got 1 kid or if you got 5 kids. There is somebody out there for you. And because his argument was, because he was presenting his opinions as facts, that's what makes me so mad. And I just want all women out there to know, acne, bad skin, fat, skinny, whatever kind of nigga you want, you can get them. Because guess what? At the end of the day, niggas need us. We don't need these niggas. Period. That shit made me so mad. And then I had one of my cousins call me talking about I agree with him. Niggas don't want a woman with kids. That may be true. A lot of men may not want women with kids, but there are men out here that will take care of you and your kids. There are. And you want to know how I know? Because it's been done before. And it will keep being done. So for you to try to, like, make a hasty generalization like that, which is a fallacy, and say that because she has this, and this, that she's not going to get whatever she wants is just stupid. You're telling her that she's not living in reality and she's this, and that. Like, you're not helping her at all. What he could have did was he could have said, you know, this is, you know, you're coming to me telling me that you've been having a hard time finding the men that you want. Maybe this is why, but this is what you can do. He never gave, y'all notice, did y'all peep? He never gave her any advice. This was supposed to be for advice, and he never gave her any advice on what she should do. At no point in this video did I see this nigga give her one piece of advice except give it up. That's all he said was, you just can't do it. You just might as well just give it up. You're gonna die alone. What? But you feel like you're somebody who deserves happiness? You feel like you're somebody who deserves a harmonious relationship and peace and love, and you feel like you deserve that, but she doesn't? Why? Because you got money? The only women you're gonna attract are women that are gonna use and abuse you. These 20-something-year-old women that you talk about, flock, you can't beat them off with a stick, are only gonna take your money, and you're gonna die alone. You're gonna be the one that dies alone because you have a bad heart. Who the fuck are you? Nobody. You're a nobody. So you keep giving up your money to these 20-somethings. I hope they suck you dry. Because everything that she's talking about that she wants in a man, all this love and respect, that she'll never get. And someone's intentions with you that you feel like, you know, if you get with somebody and you feel like they are the one and they do respect you, whatever, their intentions will always be to use you because of the type of nigga that you are. You're sickening. So, I'm not going to go on and on about this. That's just how I feel about that. When I first saw that shit, I thought it was disgusting. I actually DM'd him. I'm pretty sure he'll never see it because he's probably getting a lot of messages. But if he happens to see this video, you want to chat, hit me up. Let's have a conversation. Because I'm a young 20-something-year-old and I would never consider you. Crazy. And then he was talking about, what's your dress size, like her body. Like, she wasn't even like I just don't understand. But you know what? I'm not going to go on and on and on and on. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the post, y'all. Turn on your post notifications so that y'all can know when I post. Because YouTube not telling you when I post because they hating on me. They don't want to see a nigga rise and grind. But I'll make sure I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Not you, Kevin, though. I'm not seeing you in the next one.